So a building isn't bricks and mortar, it's the people that are in that building. You basically have to create an environment, a community.
The success of Sevendale House dramatically changed the Northern Quarter from a real estate perspective.
Originally it was built like a textile factory, built 1903. Cooper that's on the roof, that was a company that it was built for. But when the building was actually bought by my father, 1986, first tenant in the building was Slater's, the menswear business. The Northern Quarter didn't really exist. It was just no-go area. Wholesale fashion. In 2007, Slater's relocated. That gave the opportunity to have a look at the whole building. When we got the architectural drawings, realised that originally there'd been an atrium. We thought by taking the whole building back, opening up the atrium, would actually bring a lot more light, which are a lot of the original features of the building. New glass lifts, which again created more of a sort of wow factor.
What Sevendale provided was a grade A office product behind a listed, aesthetically pleasing facade. It had air conditioning, it had a new light well put into it, it had large floor plates in a part of Manchester which only really looked at leasing small floor plates. It needed a landlord with vision. The first big deal it did was Ticketmaster, so a big corporate occupier, but then it also let 14,000 square feet to one of the best known digital agencies in code. Gave people the confidence to invest in larger new builds in the Hive and also a number of refurbishments. It did have a wider economic impact in terms of the number of bars, restaurants, and also it saw a surge of residential development. So Northern Quarter now is a very established multi-use area of the city. Undoubtedly, the success of Sevendale House gave Mark the confidence to further invest in the area, and that's why we've seen his buildings in Ancoats have also been equally successful. And the success of Ancoats almost grew from the success of the Northern Quarter.
And I remember asking them, what was it that attracted you to come to the building rather than other buildings you're looking at? And they said straight off, cafe. It's a community. So everyone comes in, they know everyone. Fred Aldous had been in the building for 100 years. They're like a local institution. The camera people came in, they've all been here for a long time. You basically have to create an environment, and that's what we're trying to do now with, I suppose, Sevendale 2.
A huge part of the character of this building is the architectural features and the history from its original build in 1903. So it's really important that those stories from its origin are still told, but also modernise it for the occupier from today who needs way more than just an open plan space. So it would have been much easier to just rip out and start from scratch, but it's been really important for us to retain some of the original features. So the parquet flooring on the 4th and the 5th, that looks amazing. It's just a little bit worse for wear, so we have to really bring that back to life. We've got the timber staircase, which again is a really interesting original feature. Cast iron lift cage. So as you look a little bit closer into the floors, you'll see the smaller heritage features and the works that have gone in to retain those features and really keep the history and the tradition of the building alive. And that means that occupiers get to feel like they're a little bit a part of the history of the building and of the area and of the city. So what we've got in the basement is the old Cooper Hall bar area. So we're completely stripping that out, and that's going to become a fitness suite. We're going to have new shower facilities, new cycling facilities. And then as you come up to the ground floor, we're going to have more meeting spaces available and lounge areas. So on the first floor, we're carving it out into 3 smaller, fully fitted and furnished suites. So businesses can come to Sevendale and they can grow from these smaller suites to the bigger floors. So you're not going to see this level of amenity as well as this kind of specification of floor plate in the Northern Quarter. This is going to be a really unique offering for the occupiers.
The focus has always been on what does the occupier want. So I have to ensure that that space meets their requirements. And if there's anything that we can do to enhance that experience, I'll endeavour to try and do it.